Please welcome up next Dr. Cheryl Craig and Susan Myers. Dr. Cheryl Craig is an internationally respected educator throughout the thought leader and teacher education. She serves in the academic chair of the Teaching and Teacher Education Program, founding director of the Collaborative for Innovation in Teacher Education, and holds the Houston Endowment Endowed Chair of Urban Education. And Susan Myers, champion of education for over 15 years. Susan Myers served as director of Holocaust Museum Houston, leading through the transformative growth and national recognition, strengthened teaching and training and student programs and public engagement across generations.
Thank you very much. You know, I do a lot of public speaking, and one of the questions is, how did you get into this? So I just want to say this. Hyman, right here, raise your hand. I was a teacher in a very small town. Bonus points if you know where Bowling, Texas is. A one-light town, not a red light, blinking light. And Texas changed their textbooks, and I had nothing to teach the Holocaust with. I went to the principal's office, went to the yellow pages, looked up Jewish, found Jewish Foundation, wrote a letter to say, is there a grant for getting books? And a few days later, Ziggy Isaacson, anybody remember Ziggy? Ziggy Isaacson called me and he said, I have to give you whatever you want. Linda and Morris Penn are from that area, and we need to give you anything you want. So he did. A few months later, I got asked to go study in Israel and Poland. I was very impressed because I learned more about Israel, and I think that's what's lacking in today's education of teachers. They go to Poland, they understand the Holocaust, they never get to Israel to know what Israel stands for. Just a couple of quick stories, just real quick. I was a teacher, and the principal came over the loudspeaker and he said, you need to come to the office. I was like, oh, I'm in trouble. Went to the office, there sit 4 boys. And I walked in, the principal goes, well, tell her what you did. This young boy goes, I was perpetrated against. I was just the victim. Someone was a bystander when someone cut in line, and no one was there to help me. And you teach us that we have to do something to help each other. Because in the Holocaust, you're a victim, perpetrator, or bystander. The principal winked at me and he said, don't think that what you teach does not matter. I have a million stories that I could tell you, but I just want to tell you one. After October the 7th, my phone text messages went off the wall with students I haven't heard from for 40 years. And they said, you taught us we must always support Israel. So my greatest, and I've done a lot of wonderful things, my greatest event for me was I taught students to love Israel. I taught them to remember the history of the Holocaust. I'm now president of the Association of Holocaust Organizations. They are struggling. They are struggling with trying to keep up with how do we teach teachers about what to say about Israel. It's a constant struggle. But anyway, thank you for this award for all of my survivors in the second gen. Thank you very much for being here.
Susan Meyer.
Thank you. Thank you very much.